So Richard, on his first call, the Knicks were ecstatic about it, and so were the Knicks fans behind the bench. But nonetheless, he was able to get the call right after conferring with his crew here.
Yeah, Cheryl did a good job of helping on that play and sort of getting it to the right team.
George Sedano, Jordan Cornette, Katie George with us here as well on the broadcast crew here. And Monty McCutcheon is leading the way and leading the charge as we're evaluating our pal Richard Jefferson. So, Jordan, you were asking Monty a question before the break.
Yeah, you know, block charge is clearly a high buzzword at every level of the game of basketball, most especially in the NBA. And it seems like it's got to be the toughest call in the game, Monty, fair to say?
You know, for us, it isn't. If we're well disciplined and seeing a third of the court longer, seeing a smaller part of the court through teamwork for a longer period of time, and you're on that player that is setting up for the block or the charge, then you have the ability to see the play a long time. It starts to move slower for you, and as a result, it becomes pretty easy to see whether they establish legal guarding position. Now, if you get to the play late, it is the most difficult call in basketball.
Yeah, absolutely.
I bet. Look at that. I get a little love from the official. That's never happened before.
I can do it all.
Yeah, we'll be talking about Richard's fine later on.
Blazers, by the way, on a 16-4 run here in the second quarter. Let's go to Katie. She's got some questions for you, Monty.
Yeah, Monty, I'm just curious, what's the evolution for a ref that gets involved, say, from the start of their career officiating to maybe getting to an NBA Finals? How long does that generally take?
You know, all the way to the finals, you're looking at years and years and years. You know, I think some of our earliest finals people get in at 11, 12, 13 years, and that's early. You remember, we have scouts out looking, as I said earlier, at officials, 3,000 of them this year. You know, for someone at that stage to then come through 3 different camps that we run just to be considered for the G League opportunities, and then you realize that only 1 in 5 G League officials make the NBA, and then you have to make your way through 75 excellent officials at the NBA level to become one of the final 12. It's quite a committed road to make our finals, and the people who work those are well trusted and have earned that opportunity.
What are the characteristics that great officials in this league possess in your eyes?
They are disciplined, they can exclude and keep outside noise at a minimum, and they uphold standards and up against some of the mythologies of our league, regardless of the standing of players or teams. They are fair, and they have a high sense of integrity to make it that far.
15-2 run now for the Blazers after that Keon Johnson 3 that Richard Jefferson got right, by the way. Blazers stepping up their defensive intensity. As you see right there, blocked by Brown. And Walker hitting the deck. Corner 3, nope, yep. Step back for Williams, no, rebound Sims. So, Monty, yeah, I mean, it's interesting about, as you mentioned, tuning out the noise. Some of these arenas, I mean, the fans, we've all been there. Nice layup it in, gets the hoop in the arm. Quentin Grimes will go to the free throw line. Some of these arenas, particularly come playoff time, and get pretty loud and pretty intense.
It is that, but I even meant the metaphorical noise. Twitter, social media, commentary from our broadcast teams about, how we perform. To be a referee, you have to have a pretty good definition of yourself, because so many people want to tell you who and what you are in various forms.
Yes.
And for you have to be able to apply standards up against all of that pressure that teams put on you, players put on you, situational context puts on you. And if you can do that, and you can concentrate at high levels with all of that outside noise going on, you have a chance to be successful.
Who's handling the NBA official Twitter?
I don't know who handles that.
But they do a nice job, by the way.
It most certainly isn't me. I'm answering too many other people's questions.
Here's Sims goes up, off the glass and in, gets the foul, will go to the free throw line.
Richard had a whistle there. Would have liked to have seen him take that foul to the table. He's going to get to handle the free throws here, which would be nice.
So what did he do wrong here as we see Jericho Sims take it to the cup with
No, I think he did everything right.
He did it right.
I think Cheryl had a double whistle on a play right in the paint. I think that I would have loved to have seen Richard be a little more assertive and take that call and get his first presentation to the table, you know.
That's when you really arrive.
Yeah, you know. But he did a great job. He saw the play correctly, and he had a defensive foul.
He's starting to sweat because his bald head is getting shiny out there.
I'll bet that.
I mean, easy, man. I mean, come on.
I mean, listen.
I'm on my own pathway there.
You guys still got something going on. You got something going on up there. He put some extra shine on it, I feel like. All right, we got a whistle here. All right, we're going to go to break here. Here's Keon hitting a three, and Richard doing his actual job, putting his hand up. Monty, thank you for hanging out. We'll talk to you at halftime.
Thank you so much.
With the review of Richard Jefferson's work here in the second quarter. More at Summer League in a moment.